this will be our last question, and you guys will have an opportunity for a closing statement after that. So this one will start with Steve. The party structure provides us with a method of holding our elected representatives accountable. Tell us about any public offices you have held and your involvement and history in the Republican Party.
Well, I have a long history in the Republican Party. I started out as a Northfield Township trustee about 30 years ago, not that far from here, and I've worked for candidates throughout Illinois and throughout the country. I've been involved in presidential elections. I was on the policy committee representing the state of Illinois at one of the RNC some years back. So I've been very involved in working, with the party, supporting candidates. And for me, I believe it's so important at the grassroots level that we bring the party together. I think one thing that the Illinois Republican Party has failed to do is to empower our grassroots community to work with the township organizations, the county organizations, to make them stronger, because only with a strong local organization can we win elections. So as your next Attorney General, I'm going to make sure that I come back to all of our Republican organizations and work together to continue to elect Republicans in Illinois.
In 1990, I was a Republican nominee for United States Congress to represent a district on the southwest side of Chicago in the southwest suburbs. I ran against a fellow by the name of Bill Lipinski. Bill Lipinski was a congressman at that time. Ultimately, Mr. Lipinski decided to turn over his congressional seat to his son in a kind of a monarchical sort of way. This is something that we should not operate. This is not a way we should operate. In the more recent past, as I mentioned earlier, I was as a part of the Republican National Lawyers Association. Was deployed on behalf of the president in his campaign in Florida in 2016, and the campaign in 2020. I was part of the RNLA deployment there. So I've been involved in election matters, not just there. I also did that for locally with Congressman Roskam's election in 2018. I've done a lot of things with election law regarding the party recently. And regarding the party generally speaking, I don't know. You mentioned something about parties giving people control. It should be more like a big tent. Shouldn't be controlled, but we should have general principles. Thank you very much.
The party structure provides us with a method of holding our elected representatives accountable, is the first sentence. That's nonsense. The party structure, both parties, but we're talking about the Republican Party, is set up in such a way that it tries to choose who runs for office and who doesn't. Mr. Kim kind of pointed out to it. I am so happy that over the last 2 years, there are numerous people across this state who never run for office ever in their life who are running now because they want to make a change for their kids and their families. And you know who tries to keep them out of the system? The Republican establishment does, because I've talked to them. And they don't like it because I don't support their chosen candidate over people that are grassroots that want to just come and do the right thing. So if you want to get good, serious, solid candidates that just want to do the right thing without being beholden to a system that has failed us for decades, the establishment needs to be reworked and completely redone from the ground up. Thank you.